What if the oldest story we've ever told wasn't the beginning at all? What if it was only the last echo of something far older, whispered in the marrow of our bones and etched into the double helix of our very existence? We are taught that history is a slow, steady crawl, a million-year journey from the shadows of the cave to the light of the stars. But the deeper we dig into the dust of southern Iraq, and the further we peer into the microscopic blueprints of our own biology, a different story emerges. A story of a sudden, unexplainable leap, a story of architects who walked among us, and a story of a biological cloud storage system that has been running in the background of human consciousness for 300,000 years. This is not just a search for our past, it is a teardown of our current operating system. We are here to ask the question that traditional science refuses to answer. Is your DNA the original Sumerian cloud? Look at the record. Mainstream historians claim the Sumerians were a primitive agricultural society that just happened to invent writing, mathematics, and law overnight. They tell us these people wrote myths to explain the rain and the seasons. But when you actually read the clay, they aren't writing poetry. They are writing manuals. They describe a race called the Anunnaki, those who from the heavens came to earth. According to the king's list in the Epic of Atrahasis, these were not mystical spirits. They were flesh and blood beings with advanced technology and a desperate agenda. They arrived 445,000 years ago in search of salvation for their own dying world, Nibiru. They found gold, but they also found a labor problem. After 200,000 years of mining, the working-class gods, the Igigi, rebelled. They burned their tools. They walked away from the pits, and the Anunnaki were forced to innovate. This is where the story shifts from archaeology to genetic engineering. The tablets describe a project led by Enki, the chief scientist, and Ninmah, the medical officer. They didn't create life from nothing. They modified what was already here. They took the existing hominids of Earth, Homo erectus, and spliced their own essence into the genetic mix. They called the result the Adamu, the first test tube baby, the first genetically modified human. This was not a slow crawl of Darwinian evolution. It was a targeted, high-speed system update. This explains the sudden, massive leap in our brain size and cognitive ability that science admits it cannot fully explain.